friends he could spend it on, and he didn't have extravagant tastes. Once in a while, he liked to go to fancy restaurants, order the most expensive and unheard-of dishes, but he quickly got bored with the food, and most of the time he ended up watching the other patrons. One time, in a Vietnamese restaurant, he ordered a duck egg that still had the embryo inside it, but instead of eating, he merely stared at it. Another time, a Japanese fish dish, which he couldn't finish because it stank, cost him nearly 3,000 rupees. That day at the bank, the fat lady had taken his check made out to self and scrutinized it for a long time. Then she'd consulted a file she had on him. "Your signatures don't match," she'd finally said. He took out his checkbook, wrote another check, and signed it. She inspected it and said, "Not the same." He signed two more, but each time she shook her head. She even stuck out her fat lip. "Well, it's me," he said. "What do you want me to do?" "If the signatures don't match, then it's not you." "I'm here and I need the money," she said slowly. "What do you need such a large amount for? A young boy like you?" "It's me. It's my signature." "Do you have permission from your father to take out this money?" Did she know his father? "It's my account." She shook her head. "Nope," she said. "Show me how my signatures don't match." They were talking in low voices, but Ramesh felt as though everyone inside the bank was watching. "That's not possible," she said. "Then I'm going to raise my voice." She stared at him. Her eyes were big. "You think I'm afraid? Afraid of a schoolboy?" "Where is your manager?" Ramesh looked toward the cubicles to his left, where the other bank staff worked. She flipped open the folder, pulled out a paper, and thrust it toward him. Ramesh studied the signature on his account application, then the signature on his check. "They look exactly the same." She stabbed the check with her index finger. "In this signature, the Y has a loop." Then she stabbed the application. "In this signature, the Y has no loop." "So I'll make a loop, or not make a loop." "Without matching signatures, how do I know you are who you claim to be?" "I also don't know you are who you claim to be." What he really wanted to ask was, "Are you a fat lady with enormous lips?" "I'm not the one cashing a check." "Show me your identification paper so I know you are an employee of this bank." "I don't have to show you anything." Ramesh went toward the cubicles and said loudly, "That fatty over there isn't letting me cash my check. Where's your manager?" The manager came stumbling out of his cubicle. The fat lady was summoned. There were questions and answers and explanations and rebuttals. Ramesh was asked to write his signature on a piece of paper. He did, making sure it had no loop. "Problem solved," the manager said. The fat lady said nothing, but Ramesh could tell she had become filled with anger. They returned to her station, where she counted the money and handed it to him. He took out a 100-rupee bill and slid it under the glass partition. "Your tip for a job well done," he said, and left. The gun belonged to Ramesh's father. It was in the cupboard next to the safe in his father's study. Ramesh didn't know where his father bought it, why it was in the house. He didn't talk to his father much, especially since his mother's departure, and he didn't want to ask questions now to arouse suspicion. A silence had descended upon the big house once his mother left. His father had not uttered a single sentence about her. The day after she left, a truck appeared at the big house, and some men came inside and hauled all his mother's things away. He'd gone to visit her about a year ago, at her behest. She'd called him on the phone and, perhaps feeling guilty, had asked him to come. Driven by his father's chauffeur, he'd gone all the way to her house, where she'd clasped his hands and cried.